Hey, welcome back to this wedding photography 30-day crash course series. I'm Josiah Blizzard, and today I want to talk to you guys a little bit about educating your clients, setting up expectations, and maintaining that and just making this a part of your workflow. You've already, in past videos we've gone over, you've watched the video on my workflow, you've seen my entire workflow, you've seen how I send out emails to manage expectations, and a little bit to educate our clients. Now, I went through the workflow pretty quickly, and one thing I don't think I went over too well was the fact that I send out multiple expectations emails, and within some of them, like the engagement session, for instance, we send out a engagement session style guide, and this style guide includes things like, this is what you should wear, this is the type of, maybe you should wait for this season, are you bringing a dog with you, how are we going to handle that, just a bunch of stuff like that, but specifically how to have like a good time at your session, what to expect, what to bring, what to wear. You should maybe bring a change of shoes so you're not walking around in heels the whole time. Random things, a whole lot of random things. The big one that we send though at the very beginning of the workflow after they book us is these little magazines. We order these from a place called magcloud.com, and we design them from on InDesign and Adobe InDesign. This is actually a template from Caitlin James. If you know Caitlin, we bought her template, and since then I've actually tweaked it to make it our own. We call our magazine Framework, because this to us sets the framework. This is the building blocks of our entire process with our couple. And it's fun to feature. Every time we order, we change the magazine cover out to one of our favorite shots from that last year. So this is from Ryan and Lauren's wedding at the booking house in Manheim, Pennsylvania from May. Loved this shot. They've become close friends of ours. Yeah, so we send this magazine out, and inside the magazine is a whole bunch of stuff. So let me bring up a page. Oh, here we go. So here's a page on us trying to convince people why it's worth it to have a first look. All right. There's a whole bunch of information in there. You're investing money. With a first look, you receive 40% more portraits, more intimate time together. It gets rid of nerves. It extends your wedding day together, and it allows you to be together alone on the wedding day. So we give information on why you should do this or that. Let me find another piece here. Details. The first thing that we always do when we get to these weddings is Steph starts out by photographing these details. So we tell them, hey, details, you need to have all of these things ready for us when we show up. Gather the goods, gather the details, the rings. So we do this sort of thing just to inspire them a little bit, and to make sure that they know what to expect on the wedding day and throughout our process with them. We want to have good light in the getting ready room. So we tell them, find a spot with windows. If there's no windows in this room, we're definitely moving you to a spot with windows, which we do very, very often. So this is really it's just managing expectations. We want to make sure that they're comfortable with us, that they know, they know what to expect, know what is happening. This is a whole section on the ceremony. We want to make sure that they have good lighting at their ceremony. So that might help them decide on a time of day. It might help them even asking someone in the church, hey, is it possible to move these lights and point it at us this way, or to not point it at us, etc. There's a whole bunch of things in here. We cover everything from bridal party, romantic portraits to, we have an example wedding day timeline in the back, so they can get a good idea of what a stereotypical timeline looks like for us, all the way down to reception, and we have some video pages in here, reception tips. Everything's in here. And the reason we're sending out this magazine and an engagement session style guide, and we're working right now on creating some venue tips, primarily at venues that we've photographed weddings at. That way we can add this venue page. Let's say the Barn on Bridge, for example, where Steph and I got married, that I brought up in a prior video. The barnonbridge.josiahandsteph.com, and it has a bunch of tips on, this is the best place to get into your dress, this is the best place for bridal party photos, this is the best place for first look, etc. This is how you should maybe decorate, inspiration for reception decor, stuff like that. And all of a sudden you become a resource for your couples, and as a resource, they value that so much. They value your help. They value the the things you're bringing to the table. And guess what they're going to do? They're going to recommend you to their other friends and couples who are getting married, and they're going to say, you have to use Josiah and Steph. They were so helpful in the process. They sent us this magazine, and they might even share this magazine and give this magazine to their friends when they're done using it. So it's things like that. We manage the expectations so they know what to expect. It also gets them off of our back. Hey, when is this happening? Hey, when's that going on? What do I do for this? What do I do for that? They have a reference guide here that they can refer to and use throughout their planning process. And obviously we're open to answering any questions for them. But this has been a game changer for us because it allows us to provide them with something that they can physically hold. They're also seeing photos in print, right? We talked about albums in the last module, in the last video. They're seeing photos in print, and just how more tangible and real it feels when you're holding your prints, which conditions them to potentially purchasing albums down the road. But they're seeing all of this stuff in here as a big help, and they're going to refer to their friends, and they might end up posting a picture of this and saying, we've gotten multiple pictures and tags on Instagram saying our wedding photographers are the best. Thanks for the gift, Josiah and Steph. And it just becomes a marketing thing for us, sending out this experience guide. So I would suggest go to Caitlin James, her website. I'm not sure what it is. I'll link it in the description. You can purchase a style guide from her. We're also working on building our own that we can potentially sell. I've brought up Patreon in the past, and if you join Patreon, I'm going to put a template up there for you guys. At some point, there will be a magazine style guide that you can edit, create your own, and kind of tweak our template and make your own for you guys. So the Patreon's definitely going to be happening. Stay tuned for that. Once it's ready, I'll link it in the description of these videos, and you guys can go and check those out. I'll give more info on that in a future video as well. But yeah, so the other thing is, go to daveyandkrista.com. Davey and Krista are the designers behind our website, but they also make a whole lot of plus pages and add-on sites for photographers who are using Showit or WordPress. You can add on their templates, their pages. We use them for our pricing guide page. We use them for the style guide page, the engagement style guide. We use them for the venue pages. They have a ton of add-on sites, and they're easy to customize, especially when you're using Showit. So that's what we would suggest. I'll link them below in the description as well. So go check them out. And you can see I'm squinting right now. This light is so bright. My goodness. So go check them out. I hope this helps, guys. Set the expectations for your couples. Create an experience for them. Educate their clients so they know what to expect, so they know what to wear for their sessions, so they know what the planning process is going to be like. And it will really boost your wedding photography business to the next level and make you feel so much more legitimate, and actually make you become more legitimate. You're creating an experience that we already talked about. This goes along with your brand, and it's just a lot of fun for your couples to get something like this in the mail. So we'll cover this and our gifts to our clients in a later video. But for now, guys, I would love it if you subscribe to the channel. Maybe share this series with a friend who is a wedding photographer who might need to hear this information. And I would love to hear what your thoughts are on this in the comments below. Guys, thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you guys in the next video. Again, not sure what we're covering. I seem to always have these topics backwards, but I'll see you tomorrow for the next video.